Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're checking out the CityPack Pro 2 by AER. If you don't already know, AER makes some of the best backpacks out there. I remember seeing their gear a long time ago, and even back then their quality really stood out, and honestly it's only gotten better with time. Now here's the really cool part. Today's video is sponsored by AER. This is a very huge moment for me personally, because AER was on my radar from the very beginning, and to have them reach out and collaborate, it just feels really good. A big thank you to the AER team. I'm super grateful and excited to share this one with you. So today we've got the CityPack Pro 2, one of the newest additions to AER's lineup and designed specifically as an all-around city backpack. It's built with urban life in mind, and what stands out right away is how spacious it is. It's not the most complicated backpack out there, and that's exactly the point. It's one of the rare bags that keeps things simple but does it right. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So here are the features. I'll just put it up on screen as usual. Have a read through it slowly and pause the screen if you have to. So let's start with the exterior first. This is exactly what you expect from a 24-litre backpack. It fits right in that sweet spot for daily carry. Not too big and not too small either. It's just around that 22 to 24-litre range that works really well for commuting, work or city use. I've been using it for a few weeks now, and I generally feel like it's the right size for an everyday carry backpack. Comfortable to carry, compact enough and spacious enough for the essentials. Now looking at the outside, you'll notice some of AER's signature design elements right away. First up, you got the large high quality zippers right here with the YKK AquaGuard zippers, known for their durability and water resistance, and they come with the super long Duraflex pull tabs, which are easy to grab even with gloves or when you're in a rush, because it's got a lot of surface area. And then up close is the material, which is 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon, which is incredibly durable and it's also blue sign approved, so it meets the environmental standards too. Once you get your hands on it, you actually notice how immediately the difference the fabric is. It's very thick, rugged, and it does feel very premium. You can see that AER doesn't even cut corners here when it comes to the material quality. The carrying handles at the top and at the sides here are quite thick and they're super solid, very padded, which makes them easy to grip no matter what hand size you got. Whether you're grabbing the bag from a car seat, overhead bin, or just lifting it quickly, there's plenty of grip points around the bag, making it an effortless carry. And then finally, just at the bottom right here, we do have a little AER logo, which is a staple across the product lineup. On the front of the bag, we've got a compartment that covers roughly the bottom half of the front panel. It's got a decent amount of depth, enough to handle quick access items without feeling too bulky. Inside's pretty straightforward, nothing too fancy. You do get that grey signature ripstop nailing inside, which looks clean and helps make your items more visible in the inside, especially in low light. In here I do have some sweets, some papers, a little first aid kit, and some wipes. And yeah, you probably noticed the key attachment here. I'll be honest, it's okay, it does get the job done, but maybe at this price point I was kind of hoping for something a bit more. Personally, I don't use these key attachments, as you probably know by now, but for those who do, it's one of those details that I think certainly can be improved, but it still does the job. So that's that compartment, spacious enough for small items that you'll need to grab real quickly without opening the main compartment. Now moving on to the upper half of the front panel, we've got the second compartment, which I'll just show you right here. It does open downwards like this, and while it's not the largest compartment, it does work well as a little tech storage area or just a small spot for essentials. Inside there is a separate sleeve right at the back here with a separate compartment, and it does take the upper part on the back here. It's not too tight, so you could squeeze in a good bit of items in here, like a power bank, some loose items, pens or something like that. And then you do have at the front here two open pockets, one particularly larger than the other. So on this one there's a stretchy material that I use to hold a hard drive, notebooks and some notes here. And then this other side is just empty, which I could put maybe like SD drive or a power bank. And then at the bottom here you do just get a little bit of room here as well to store additional little items. It's not the largest, but enough to store small items. It is noticeable that when you do have heavier gear up here at the top, it does make it quite top heavy, which can get quite annoying. For example, if you accidentally leave this compartment open, when you go to open the main compartment, items actually fall out real easily from here when I tend to open it which I'll show you in a bit. Of course, the simple fix is to just have that pocket closed, but in real use sometimes it just happens to be open, and it's one of those small annoyances that's worth pointing out, so just keep that in mind. On the left side, we do have a D-ring attachment, which is great for clipping accessories. I actually like to clip a little portable towel. Honestly, that actually comes in so clutch, especially the last few times. Our weather's super unpredictable and I've always get caught in the rain somehow, and it's just nice having a towel like that that's super easily accessible, and I'm able to just wipe down my hair. On the sides here, we do have two large water bottle compartments. These has a bit of stretchability and it has very good depth as well, so you can actually put a large water bottle on each side, or a tripod, or even an umbrella. It does have a good amount of depth, which doesn't allow for spilling over some pockets that might be short in depth. So just turning to the back side, we've got heavily padded shoulder straps, and I can tell you that these are super comfortable. AER have really nailed it with the ergonomics here. The back panel is nicely padded with a center channel cutout to help with airflow and ventilation, especially useful when you're using it in long periods or during warmer days. There's nice padding on both sides. They're very comfortable, especially when I've used it so far. And underneath you do have this mesh padding as well, with all the little holes for ventilation. In the center here we do have the luggage pass-through strap as well, which sits vertically across the back, so you can slide it over the suitcase in vertical position when you're traveling. What's nice is there is this velcro strap in the center here that you can strap down and keep the luggage pass-through organized, so it's not loosely flapping around everywhere. On the shoulder straps, you'll notice that there is attachment points right here, which I believe are Hypalon, though they might be actually Duraflex. It feels like Hypalon. They have that rubberized texture and it feels quite sturdy anyway. There is also a D-ring right underneath here, a chest strap that's also included, and adjustable in positions that you want to keep it comfortable for yourself. And then it does have a little AER tag on the left here. Just simple straps that are included here. You do have these little organizers to help keep it neat as well. Fairly nice straps we got here with the CityPack Pro 2. The comfort level is excellent here. The chest strap does use magnetic clips just like this, and it's easily removable and adjustable as well. So fairly easy to remove and attach on. At the top, I nearly forgot that we do have a little sunglasses compartment that you can store your sunglasses in. So it's just enough to fit that in. So I do have some glasses in here, some wipes and some medication in here actually. And it just about fits all of that. And it doesn't necessarily eat into the main compartment too much either. So that's really good. So just moving on to the main compartment. This one opens up like a clamshell, and it does open 180 degrees, which makes packing or organizing really easy. It's just like a small suitcase. I do want to note that when I mentioned earlier about that front bit up here, you can see that it is heavy, and if I accidentally just have this open, you can see that everything would just fall out so easily, and I had to do that and pick it up a few times, which was quite annoying. Yeah, along the backside, a stretchy open pocket right here, which is quite effective for holding things down like a notebook, tablet, or packing a small slim pouch here. There's nothing on the sidewalls, which is a nice clean open layout. Fairly simple and not exactly too much to say. It does have a lot of depth actually, which is really good here, and something I personally appreciate. I don't know about you, but I prefer the depth over the height when it comes to the bag, and this one gives you that deeper storage, which works great for bulkier items or stacking organizers. On the flap side, we do have two compartments. One is a zippered mesh compartment, and then one's just a normal nylon compartment in here, which is easy to use for storing cables or quick grab items, while the other one is a bit larger. Oh, this one's smaller and this one's a bit larger, and you can store things like if you're traveling, underwear, socks, toiletries, or little travel accessories that you could use on a little weekend getaway or a carry-on bag. So up to you how you want to use them, but they're just slightly a bit different. One thing to note is that when the sides are used with the water bottle, it might eat a little into the main compartment, so just be aware of that as well. I did forget to mention that there's these little hold tabs that you could use to hold and grip when you're opening the bag little gripping areas. So there's a few on the sides and bottom here that makes it quite easy to grip and hold the bag when you want to open it, which is really nice. Details like that adds to the overall experience. Just moving to the tech compartment just at the back here. It is fairly simple. You do have the laptop compartment, which is fleece lined, which helps to protect your devices from scratches. There is solid padding on both the front and behind, especially towards the back panel where it actually sits against your body. You're definitely getting very good protection here, and it does have Cordura logo right here, advanced fabrics, and a little branding up here of the AER, which is really nice. Just along the center area, you could just store headphones in here. It runs right to the bottom, and yeah, slimmer items in here, or headphones that you want to keep from getting squished. In front of that, there is a little tablet sleeve. This one's slightly smaller, and it's an open sleeve. That's great for a tablet, notebook, or some documents in here as well. Just a little divider here as well. Not too much padding on this one compared to the laptop, but still decent enough. If you can see on it, just show you right here. This one right here, and then that's the main area, and then that's the laptop compartment. Oh, I forgot to mention that it does fit up to a 16-inch laptop. It is a well-designed compartment with that kind of protection and layout that anyone carrying valuable gear will definitely appreciate. The CityPack Pro actually has a good ability to stand as well. It does stand fairly quite well for being empty as well. It does have a bit of a lean to it. But so here's just a quick on-body look at how the ratio is to my body and how it fits. I do like the form factor and the size. The straps sit nice, and when you tighten it, it does curve around a bit and hugs you tight for a better weight distribution, and I do like that. And it does feel a lot better when you clip in the magnetic clips. Once you cinch it all down, when there's actually weight added to it, it feels a lot better, and it feels a bit more even. You got the top carry, or you got the side carry. Depends how you want to. Lots of versatile options. So all to pricing, size and colour. The CityPack Pro 2 is priced at £209 here in the UK. It comes in 3 colours, the black, navy and olive. All of them have that clean, minimal AER aesthetic. There is also an X-Pack version, which is a premium upgrade. It comes in black with an orange interior, and it uses VX42 X-Pack fabric, which is known for lightweight, waterproof and extra durability. That version comes in at £239, so it's about £30 more than the standard version. Please check the price accordingly to whichever country you're from. Personally, I am a big fan of X-Pack fabric. I really like how it feels and performs. So on to conclusion, to wrap things up and my honest opinion about the AER CityPack Pro 2, this is definitely a premium backpack at a premium price point. Because of that, I think it's geared more towards a specific audience. If you're someone who needs an everyday carry that's highly functional, well structured and built to last, then this is a really strong option, especially if you're looking for something in the higher end range. The CityPack Pro 2 brings a thoughtful layout, smart features, top tier build quality, and it's the kind of bag, if taken good care of, can easily last you for years to come and still look good doing that. It's versatile, it's adaptable, and like most of AER's lineup, it's clear that every detail has been carefully considered. And if you're already familiar with AER, you'll know that they have a solid reputation for making quality everyday carry gear, and this backpack is no exception. So if you're after durable, city focus everyday carry with a clean design and plenty of functionality, the CityPack Pro 2 is definitely worth a look. I'm a big fan of AER's products, and I will continue to use this, and if anything arises I will point it out. But other than the few annoyances that I pointed out and little things like that, I think I could live with that, and so far so good. And I do like the build of this a lot. It does feel very sturdy. Yeah, if you guys want to check this bag out, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Big shout out to AER for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. More videos coming soon, so stay tuned for that. That's it for today guys. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.